On the eve of the 50th year anniversary of the 1967 referendum, a time when Australians came together to say that they would no longer tolerate Indigenous Australians being treated like second-class citizens in their own country, there is next to nothing in this budget to close the gap with the First Peoples of our country. The indifference to this great injustice in our national story is just one of the many failures of this budget. And there is no greater failure than this budget's silence on the greatest challenge facing us, not just as Australians, but as a species on this beautiful, fragile, little blue planet of ours. It's simply remarkable that a budget delivered in 2017 does not even mention the words climate change. Not once. At a time when the Great Barrier Reef is undergoing a second coral bleaching within 12 months and the summer Arctic ice could disappear within a generation. Indeed, how telling that while the budget references the costs of Cyclone Debbie, it fails to mention that we'll see more cyclones and more extreme weather. There are Torres Strait Islander peoples who are right now threatened by rising sea levels and storm surges, desperately trying to build walls to protect their beautiful island homes from seawater inundation. This week I met with the Mayor of Torres Strait Shire, who told me about how his community needs funds to finance mitigation work, but of course this government is deaf to his pleas. The science is clear, the need for action is urgent, and yet there is nothing in this budget to address the existential threat of a rapidly warming planet. And unless we deal with that existential threat, then everything else is background noise. An action on climate is a stunning betrayal of all of us, but it is especially a betrayal to the generations that follow in our footsteps. It will be the next generation of young leaders who have to clean up the mess that our government is making. It will be the farmers of the future who suffer the consequences of damaged land and increasingly frequent extreme weather events. It will be the next generation of engineers who inherit a decrepit and polluting energy system. And it will be the next generation of medical and nursing students who will have to deal with the climate impacts on their health, on the rapid spread of infectious diseases.